we go. Should be good to go now. So today, going to a new spot. A whole new area has unlocked, and I want to check it out. We've actually got half decent weather today. Like, it's cold, but it's sunny. It's probably like 16 degrees or so. In the shade, quite a bit less. You can definitely feel it. Well, looks like they're playing either soccer or footy. Probably footy. Oh no, soccer. Yeah. British footy. So they've got a few games going on at once. Maybe they're just training. Now, can I get, like, we don't have much sunlight left, maybe an hour tops. So we're probably going to be coming back when it's a bit dark. Yeah, we got to cross over. Just trying to plan out the route in my head. And I'm like, what's the quickest way there? And I think, well, this doesn't go all the way. This paved section here, it runs out. So we got to cross over, go across a few intersections. Bit of traffic. And we'll wait at the island. Ranger Raptor. I'm actually curious what you get on that versus like a regular Raptor. Another intersection to negotiate. This one's quite busy. Well, we'll just go halfway at least. Clear. Diesel slowly coming down. We might get lucky and see less than $2 a litre. Oh man, so many around town. There's a lot of intersections. Normally they're fine, but when you've got a bit of traffic, it's like, check this out. Maybe they'll let me through. No, she's looking at her phone. But lucky for me, she wasn't flying forwards, so we're good. I don't get that. All these people are frequently checking their phones while they drive. Like, how long are you in the car for? Do you really need to be on your phone that much? All right, we're going to cross over here. Is it this one? Yeah, it is. Pretty sure it's here. We've got no traffic. We're good. Let's use a little path. I think it's this one, or is it the next one up? Nah, this ain't it. Shit. We've made a mistake. It's the next one. So we'll cross over and take next left. We'll just use the road. Just thinking, oh, should we go through the grass? Nah, this thing's not that good with the grass. Yeah, this intersection, this is the one I was looking for. Oh, it's not an intersection at all, it's just a road. Now, normally I'd cross over and use the footpath, but it crosses over up here anyway, so might as well just stay on the road. Things zigzagging all over the joint. So that's just poor planning from the council. But then again, they could have, like you can see this bit of the road here, that might be a relatively new road. This is obviously an older road. And this section up here could be all new too. So you get multiple eras of council making decisions, and it's not going to be cohesive or well planned. All right, we go right here. It's the quickest way I know to get where I want to get to. Oh, there's a lot of people at the school. Guess because it's a Tuesday. Yeah, this is different going backwards. It's harder to get my bearings because I don't really go this way that often. Usually coming through here the other way. Might have to fix my phone a little bit. It's creeping up my wrist. I thought I did it pretty tight because it's like over the jumper today, but obviously not. No, we'll do it now. Just pull up here. All right, let's fix this. I'll move it way further up, and we'll do it quite a bit tighter. That should be better. Oh, that motor struggles to get going. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, the problem is when it creeps up, like the top bracket hits my wrist and it gets annoying real fast. So that's heaps better. There's a cute little pug. It's quite big for a pug, actually. Maybe it was like a French bulldog or something like that. G'day. All right, let's go left. That's funny, I saw that little smiley face. Immediately thought it was a catatana. Make of that what you will. Because I swear, the Sue and she are so difficult to tell apart. They're very hard to tell apart at a glance because they're so similar. I've got a little rule for figuring it out. Like Sue, you got like the little people standing up because they're about to get hit by a tsunami. And then she, or they've been hit by the tsunami and now they're dead. And that's how I remember it. All right, let's go up the hill. Shadow's getting longer. I hope I can make it there and back on full battery. Like if I'm pedaling quicker than 25 k's an hour, like I am now, it shouldn't be using any battery. It should only kick in when it's below that. So to get the most out of this, you should really be going quicker. It sort of sets the lower speed that the bike will do. Like right now it's kicking in, I can feel it. Oh, what a nice day for a ride. Now, hopefully this thing's open. I was told it was. Getting a bit of air in my sunnies. All right, we've got this little gravelly bit. There's duct tape all over that sign for some reason. A bit weird. Now, with a little bit of luck, this thing up here will be open. Oh, I can actually use this side. Yeah, it says it's closed, but I've heard people have been getting in there. Oh no, it says it's closed, but the gate's clearly open. Ooh. They just haven't picked up their sign yet. All right, let's see how this has changed. The last time I was here, they didn't have all this fine gravel on it. It was all like really coarse rocks. It was very difficult to ride on. Not a bad view out here though. It's a shame the smell doesn't match the view. Oh man, my legs are getting shredded by these little rocks. I've got wheel guards on this, but it doesn't seem to make a huge difference. Apparently it's about 15 k's and then 15 k's back, obviously, which I think will drain this battery. But we'll see. I've never actually drained it the whole way. It'd be good to find out what its actual limits are. Jesus, all this water just made all these little fine rocks very sticky. They get stuck to the tyre and then they just get flung up. On my other bike, it'd be 10 times worse. No wheel guard, bigger tyre, just pick it up. But yeah, this bike track goes all the way through to Inverloch, which I haven't been to yet. Not on bike anyway, I've driven there. Inverloch's kind of like a retirement and sort of like not really a resort, but it's like a holiday town. A lot of people go there with like Airbnbs or the camping grounds. They've got like a fairly decent beach because it's in a bay, as opposed to just open to the ocean like our one is. Yeah, so after this little hill, there's a bridge, and that's as far as we got last time. Then we had to stop. What is that? Is that like one of those little tool stations? Oh no. This is the bench. So you can look at all the dead trees. That's your thing. And like, you can lock up your bike. Like, why would you want to lock your bike up there? Yeah, there's the little bridge up there. funny, they've only just opened this, but you can see a lot of people have been using it. People have been itching to get on here. It's just a shame it opened kind of in the middle of winter. It would have been awesome if we had this in summer. Yeah, there's the bridge. I'll slow it down a bit. Get some of these rocks off the tyres. Alright, up we go. That dude was screaming along. Alright, full assist from the motor here. That would have been a pain in my other bike. Be interesting to see what the reception's like out here, if it stays connected or not. We're getting stared down by the cow. Give him a ding. That one's got grass on its head for some reason. Been a greedy cow. Oh, some weird old trailer. Yeah, we'll be riding back just after the sunset, I think. So we'll put on the lights and we'll be fine. I've never been this far. This is all new to me. Alright, we've got another hill. Apparently you can see the ocean from here, so when we get to the top, because it probably goes up and down, not just this hill, like the whole path, and I should be able to get a good view of the ocean. I just remember when I was driving to Inverloch though, like my phone connection was really bad. So I won't have any idea what it's like until I see the VOD. I'll actually watch this one. Or at least I'll skim through it. Okay, which way do we go here? We'll just follow the path. Easy. Car or bike or something coming. We'll wait for him. Which way is he going? Oh, he's going that way. Just chilling out, probably on his own property. Alright. We go this way. We're definitely not going in there. The private property. Yeah, that dude's got himself a nice 4-stroke. 3-stroke's got a very different noise, very tinny. Jesus, they just put this path like through all the hilly bits. And then you look at the road and the road's just smooth. But at least they've separated it. Oh yeah, I just realised it's going to be really cold on the way back. Because there's just a lot of moisture out here and it drops the temps by quite a lot. And you feel it, you definitely feel it on your ears. Well, it's not so bad when you're out in the sun. Well, we can keep going. Does someone just like smash these things open or is it official? It's hard to tell. 11 Ks. That's not too far actually. Like, I don't know, 30 minutes, maybe 25. If you're doing 25 Ks an hour and you got to go 11 Ks, yeah, that's less than half an hour, about 25 minutes. That'll be all right. We can get back in time. We're just doing a beeline there and back, really. I just want to check this out. I've never been here. It took them a long time to build this thing. Like, we're talking years. You wouldn't think it'd be that difficult. But I guess they've got to contend with the weather. And I think the guys that were building it, they were contracted to do other stuff. So it's like when the other work's done, then they could get onto this. And that's probably what pushed it back so far. Alright, when gates close, small cows and sheep appear. Yeah, so you just got to wait for them to get through, obviously. It's a lot like the rail trail. They've got that property separated by the trail, so they've got the little crossing. But it doesn't really have the gate like this one. The other one is just, it's open all the time by the looks of it. Off we go. Oh, we're down a bar on the battery. We're going pretty far. Oh damn, that's a nice view. So get a quick look at that. Check this out, that's nice. Got that cool texture on the ground. Got golden hour, so we've got a really nice light and a bunch of dead trees on the hill. Oh, off we go again. See, this set of seats makes sense. This is a nice spot to stop, grab some food, whatever. But that other one, like you're just looking at a hill full of dead trees. There's really not that nice a view to check out. See, these tracks look odd. That's like from a little bobcat or something. That's not from a car. Like a tiny little digger. Oh, it's just rocks legs. I have to brush them all off later. They'd up the gravel in one spot, like that little opening back there on the right, and then they'd get the bobcat, yeah, like here too. And they'd get the bobcat to just come and drop it on the path. And then, yeah, smooth it out and then move on to the next bit. So they're probably going to be a lot of those little, like these little things, every couple of meters. They dump the gravel, move on, then they can drive up to the next bit, dump it there. Here's how they've done it. We've got a game that, what was it, Mystic Gin was playing. You gotta like grab all the machines and get everything done in the right order. And it seems tricky to do, so it's probably harder to do in real life. Little culvert. Yeah, they've got to get the drainage right too. If they don't, then the path just gets washed away. And it rains a lot out here, so the easiest way to draw that is the roads like that, or the paths like that. So a high bit in the centre, and it's low to the edges, and the water just washes off to the sides. But the issue is if the surrounding terrain gets so wet that that water goes over the path, then it brings everything away. Can we get through? Looks like it. You know what would suck? I'm coming back the other way and up all these gates. It'd be funny. I just found a bad thing about this bike. Something I learned about the other day. Road cyclists have this problem. Like when you turn the wheel, the front wheel, the back of it can hit your feet. And it seems like this one can do it. But my mountain bike will never do that. Because the wheel's so much further out to the front, it's just never a problem. So I've got to be a little bit careful on this. Otherwise you end up buzzing your shoes. All right. Up this hill with power. An electric bike, I don't think it's enough. You should be stupid, all right. Everything's got to be regulated. This is open, but the road's not. Interesting. Must be private property over there. Oh, you can hear those rocks getting kicked up into that guard. Jesus, there's a few of them. They're not all staying in there though. The shadow's getting longer, but the sun's still up. We might be able to turn back before the sun set, which would be good. Because I'll get about half an hour of sun on the way back, and that should be enough to get me back to town. You know, if I don't, I've got the light. But it'd be nicer not to have to rely. Plus it stays warmer with the sun up, so you get that residual heat set for a bit. Oh my God. No risk of rain though, which is nice. That's the main thing. I'll check the weather report and just make sure there's no rain. Because if it rains, I've got to take this off and put it in my backpack because it's not waterproof anymore. I replaced the battery in it. To do that, you've got to take the screen off. And then you're meant to seal it up. I use the little, it's not like a gasket sealer, but it's like a waterproof adhesive. And it didn't quite stick the way it's meant to. So one of the corners is open. And yeah, I don't want water getting in there. Now I've got two options. I can try reseal the phone, which means I've got to pull the screen off again, clean everything up. I don't want to have to do all that. That's quite a big job. The other option is to buy another phone, which would be better because it's faster. It'll be a bigger phone. It'll have a more bright screen on it, so easier to read. And way better battery life. This one drains even when it's plugged into the battery. If I get a whole new phone, like it should just last. It'll be more than enough to just last on without battery. And they're detethered from the bag really. In that case, I can just take the camera phone, plug it into this little pack down here, put the battery in there, and then my backpack I can just take on and off really easily. At the moment it's kind of hard because I've got this cable hanging off of me, and then the microphone has like a cable coming out of it. The other camera's got the charging cable going into it through the mic cover. Ooh, nice. And then that means my back can have other stuff in it. Or food. All sorts of other things. It opens me up to do a lot more stuff. Jesus. Alright, which way are we going here? Probably left? Yeah. That actually looks like a proper road. Oh no, it's a little bridge. I've got these things so people don't crash into the site. I mean, you'd have to really be not paying attention to not notice this. Be like staring at a cow, obsessed with that without realising that the path's changed. It's a bit Left 4 Dead swampy out here. Like the horses went up the bridge and they didn't want to keep. I think there's people that do like horse tours out here. Like they'll ride along with a couple of their horses and then yeah, you just go on the path. I know they do it along the beach. You can pay to go for like a horse ride. It seems quite expensive though. Last I checked it was like $300 or $400. Oh, we're running out of light. We've got to be getting pretty close though. Said 11 Ks, I'm at least half, probably like 3/4 of the way there. I might need a drink. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, what's my shadow up to? That's a good nearly 100 metres, at least 50 metres. Should have some nice views on the way back. These are really nice on the way up. Like, check all this out. Just brush everywhere. So the way the sun hits it makes it look really nice. I wonder how they coordinated with the owners of this land to be able to shove a bike track through a whole bunch of their properties. Because somebody owns that one off the left, and they probably also own that on the right. That's why they've got that gate that goes through it. Did the council make them an offer? Like, hey, we'd like to buy this little land off you so we can put a bike track through it. Well, what's the deal there? Oh, I can see the ocean. Just around that corner. We're getting close. Getting stared at by the cows again. Okay, there it is. Just off to the right, above those two cows that are right next to each other. You can see the windmills too. They'll be really small on the camera. Like, there's a certain field of view that the human eye has. Oh, lots of kangaroos. And there's a cow chasing them. There's a baby cow. Oh, nice bridge. But yeah, there's a certain field of view the human eye has that when you set a camera to it, it looks the same as when you're looking with your eye. Like, people don't realise this, but the normal eyesight's quite zoomed in. It's between like 40 and 50 mil on a camera. But then you look at it on a camera and you're like, nah, it can't be. But the reason you don't notice that is because that center section of your eye, that's the zoomed in bit, and then around that is like the entire part that's out of focus that you can't really see. Sick bridge. Oh, it's nice to not have rocks smashing into the legs. Yeah, this is much nicer than going to Kilcunda. It's a much nicer path. At least in terms of scenery, because the other one's just like a straight line. Really nothing that exciting along the way. Maybe you'll get like a bridge with a river or something. But that's if you go out of your way to see that. Oh, we got almost asphalt. Oh, this bike is not made for this sort of path. What do we got in there? What is this? 1 kilometre till the next major road. Can I get through here? Oh, you just go around the side. That's to stop cars. Cool. Lochbray. It's got to mean something. Probably Scottish. Yeah, we've got a bunch of bin chickens over there, and the cow just got startled by them. Yeah, there's the ocean. You can see a bunch of the windmills up there too, on the other side of the bay. That's a nice view. All right, we've lost the sun. Oh shit. Has anyone slammed into this? Can I sneak through here? Might have to get off and go. Either lift the bike over. Oh, man, this is stupid leaving this here. Like, you can go through everywhere else, but here, you know what? I'm going to go around. Or we'll just lift the bike up and over. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. There we go. I just got to remember that on the way back. Skip this one. Footpath closed. Fuck you. It was open the other way. That's bullshit. Oh, all right, let's keep going. There's no reason for that to be closed either. What did I say? Half a K? I missed it. I didn't read it in time. Yeah, well, it's definitely going to be dark by the time we get back. I'm just going to get to the end of this, do a U-turn, and head back immediately. Battery's down to halfway, nearly. Which is good. I mean, this is about 15 Ks and the battery lasts about 30 to 40. So it should be just running out as we get back. Another one that's like apparently closed, but not. I think they just haven't come along and picked these things up yet. Like everything else is ready to go. I can see the mobile phone tower, so I know I'm getting a good signal here. Oh, traffic lights, what? It's almost not yellow, it's almost like a greenish colour. Alright, we'll keep going until we run out of new path. Well, this might just be it. I think this is it. There is a path up there. Let's follow that for a little bit. Looks like they're still finishing this up. That was a nasty little bit of concrete there. It was like a right angle. I was worried about the tyre bursting. Seems okay. If it does, I've got a spare tight tube and all the stuff to change it and pump it up. But I'd rather not have to do that. Oh, this is a nice little path too. Give my brakes a workout. So here we go, we made it to Inverloch. I'll have to leave a little earlier one day and come explore this place. But I've got a feeling we'll be doing a U-turn and getting out of here. Yeah, it seems like they spent more money on the path down here than they did in the rural section. All right, we'll follow this for a little bit more. This is just like suburbs though. Oh, we'll see where it goes. Apparently it goes like straight to the middle of the town. Like I couldn't show you on a map where I am right now, I have no idea. I can show you the town, I couldn't show you this spot. But if I had to guess, we're like the northwest part, or maybe just the western part of Inverloch. What is that thing? Oh, it's a snake. Righto. Yeah, I think this is almost the end of the path. So that bridge looks like it's been there for a little bit. Yeah, I think we'll do the U-turn up here. We'll see where this little bit goes. Probably crosses the road. That's the main road into town on my left. And then this, who knows where this goes? There's a caravan, sort of like a caravan park over there. Yeah, just like little holiday cabins. And I'll bet every second one's like an Airbnb. All right, we're gonna do a Yui. We have to leave something for the future. Let's actually chuck a light on. Maybe not that one. Yeah, there we go. On the lowest one, we'll chuck this one on the back. Oh, I don't need the one on the back just yet. If I want to get into town and it's pitch black, then I'll use it. All right, let's go back. It's 5. So we'll get back about 5:40, maybe 5:30ish. Actually, before I do that, I want to check something. Make sure I'm actually... Yeah, the preview's doing its thing. Hang on a sec, that was an old one. And then, I can't remember which one it is, it's probably this one. Let's look at and wait. A little wrong gear for that. There we go, these gears are really close together on the grip shift. I like the trigger ones because it's very obvious what gear you've just gone into. Yeah, no, we're good. I'll get up this hill and turn this thing off. Oh, we're gonna have some nice views on the way back though. Check that out. All right, get rid of that. I want that one on. There we go. All right, let's go. See if I can get back before 6. So I'll have to see, but I reckon it took me about 40 minutes to get here. So obviously it'll be the same going back. One little hiccup where I had to lift the bike over that barrier. There you go, last bits of the sun up there. At least it's not overcast today. it's overcast, it gets dark way quicker. But yeah, it's one of those few rare days in the middle of winter where we get a bit of sunshine. Oh, these brakes are not the nicest. A bit of a hill. Yeah, you can tell this is all new. This concrete's barely been used. See, this stuff is older, it's more weathered. No one's written their name in this yet either. Alright. I think I got a crossover up here. Yeah, there was that little thing with the lights. And that horrible right-angled piece of concrete. Looks like they're putting a light pole up here. So they're not entirely done with this bit. Let's go over here. I think we saw that guy on the way up. There we go. Huh, that's so silly. They got like, oh, you got to cross the road, and then you got to immediately cross another road. Like, why didn't they just move that crossing like a couple hundred meters further up? All right. Ooh. Very damp up here. Okay, I gotta figure out. There's like a little driveway where that barrier was, so I can just go around it. Yeah, we can go past this one. This one's fine. It's that other one. Yeah, I think they've just forgotten to come and collect all their signs. It's funny, every time I go somewhere new and it's kind of a longish stream, chat's dead. Because the same thing happened when I rode to San Remo. Or nearly rode to San Remo. It was like, by the time I was ready to turn around, that's when people turned up. But that took a while. It was like over an hour to get there. It was probably like an hour and a half to get there. That was a long stream. By the end of it, my legs were really tired. I was done. So I didn't have the electric bike for that one. Yeah, there's this footpath. So this one's fine. Yeah, there it is up there. Glamping Co. Rightio. Yeah, you're not camping, that's just a straight up house. Yeah, I'm not lifting my bike over that. I'm just going to go around. I'll join up at the next little bit. There's no way to remove that either. Yeah, can I go up here? Yes, I can. What a massive detour. So this will confuse people. Some people are just going to go right here, end up on that private property. And you're meant to go this way. So how far back? 3.6 k's to a lake, but they don't tell you how far to Wonthaggi. It's quite bumpy, but this bike's pretty comfortable. The front seems to absorb bumps better than my one. I might have to turn down. No, actually, I can't really adjust mine. It's got preload, and that's about it. I think preload and rebound, but the actual preload itself. With the air shocks, you can just pump them up as you want. They're infinitely adjustable. Right, up we go. Well, gates are open. No cows, no sheep today. I don't think I've seen any sheep on this ride. It's just cows so far. Alright, let's... yeah, this battery's going to be dead by the time I get back. Doesn't last that long. You don't get that much out of it. I think, yeah, most like 30 k's, and that's probably on like flat asphalt. So on the gravel, probably quite a bit less. Cows are running. They're all worried. That one's not, it doesn't give a crap. It's like the best food's in your defense. I'm eating that. Ooh, really nice sunset up there. Yeah, 15 minutes, it's going to be, you'll be able to see the light, the torch that I got on. That'd make a nice photo of that silhouette of the tree against the, it's a very dead tree, but against the sky in the background would look cool. It'll be interesting to see what this looks like on the camera. Because the exposure on this is kind of all over the place. Sometimes it tries to expose for the sky, other times it'll try to expose for the ground. If I go like this more, it'll expose to the ground because there's more ground in the shot. If I lean back, it sort of goes for the sky. But that's uncomfortable, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, we're down to one battery. We'll see how long this last one lasts. So getting a workout today. Maybe I should dial it down a little bit. We can preserve it longer. Use my legs a bit more. That seems to last when I'm back in town. That's easy. I just don't want to ride on this stuff. Batteries drain. Yeah, I got to use my legs a lot more. I can feel it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn these sort of landmarks so I can figure out roughly where I am. Like that one back there, that hard left turn on the bridge, that's an obvious one. I know there's that little set of benches and a lookout up ahead. That's kind of close to the end. Alright, we gotta get back. The ground almost looks like there's shadows, but I know they're not shadows. Oh, there's a person. I can't tell if that's a car or that's a bike. Bloody bright though. G'day. I got torch mogged. His torch is way brighter than mine. Yeah, this path isn't that good when it's damp and wet like this. But when it's dry, it'll be really good. It'll be, well, first of all, easier to ride, less rolling resistance. You know, all these rocks getting kicked up, that's slowing you down. And yeah, a little bit warmer would be nicer. But this is okay for a first, like, sort of have a look at it. First impression. Yeah, so there's that right-hand bit up ahead that goes along the road for a little bit where we heard the guy on the motorbike. And then a bit of a long bit before we get back to town, pretty much. So I think, yeah, right, left, and then there's no more real major turns. Not this right. There's another one near the road. Oh, actually, is it this one? Is that the road? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. We're going to cross over this road, and then it's that last little bit to get back to the main part of town. Oh, you can hear those rocks going nuts. I got a feeling this light's not adjusted right anymore. It should be like further like that, more down. It seemed to be up too high. I'll put the bell on today because I didn't have one before, and when you don't have a bell, it's like, how do you alert people that you're coming? Like, I don't really want to yell out at people all the time. So, yeah, found one and put it on. I can see why it wasn't fitted. It would, with the standard mount, it would just like, it was too loose. It would just spin around on the bars. So I got a bit of hose, like half a bit of hose, and jammed it in there to increase the diameter. And yeah, grip's good. Ding's really good now. Yeah, but you can start to see my light. Oh, let's turn it up a bit. Yeah, there we go. Gonna need it soon anyway. Now, is that too low? That seems pretty good. Ooh, that hill really slowed me down. Yeah, got to use the gears now that the battery's getting kind of low. Actually getting some good speed up there. We can carry it up this little hill. Okay, where are we going? We're going that way. Just avoid the gate. All right, what do we got up here? My memory has faded. I think up here there's a right hand, and then you got that real like steep bit that goes along the side of the road. Oh no, this is where all the little bobcat bits were. Maybe this is like the final trail. It's all different on the way back. Yeah, 7 k's to Wonthaggi. Shit, that's still kind of far. We'll get there. Just got to work for it. This thing's got a little odometer on it that shows how far you've gone, but I totally forgot about it. I didn't use it. I didn't zero it before I set off. So I'm gonna have to jump on like Google Maps and figure out how far it is. Maybe I should have full battery on the way up, no battery on the way back, and then save the rest when I get to town. It's not a bad idea. No, this is like that last little bit. Yeah, there's those benches with a very nice view. God, I hope there's reception out here. All this nice stuff to look at, and then I can't show anyone. Not many people using this at the moment though. Like we saw that one guy. There was a guy with a really bright light. And I think that's it. There's 2 people. Oh yeah, I can feel it getting cold now. Yeah, a lot of people don't really notice this, but out in the countryside, There's a lot of really expensive properties. We're talking multi-millionaires, etc. I know in, where is it? Like, Traralgon? Yeah, Traralgon. There's like a part of that where there's just all these incredibly nice houses. Like big properties too. But Traralgon's kind of far from Melbourne. I think it's a good 90-minute drive from there to Melbourne. Maybe a little bit more. So, whatever their jobs are, they're not our locals. Yeah, here we go. And then we go left, and then that's the last little bit. Oh, bit of a hill. Let's actually get into good gear for it. Might have to go to the lowest gear. Yeah, that's it. That's the lowest gear. Jeez. Yeah, it's getting real dark now. You guys can probably not see anything. Yeah, you can. Okay, one more down. Here we go. Yeah, at least that one lasts a bit. Blind corner there, I guarantee you someone's going to stack into someone coming the other way through there. Now, you know what? That's too low. We'll do that one. That one's good. Second brightest. Doesn't last anywhere near as long as it used to. I used to get like 4 or 5 hours on the second brightest one. The brightest one's always been 1.5 hours. It's meant to be 2. Right, no one's coming. Well, they are, but they're ages away. I wonder where that road goes. It looks like it cuts all the way through to something. It's getting dark. This way. Stay on designated path. Shopping. Yeah, everything else is just houses. Ah, I can see the town over there where those lights are. So we're not far off. There's 2 planets up there in the sky. Yeah, this is nice here, where it's opened up a bit. You can see a bit further. Oh, I think the battery's had it. Struggling. But we've only got this last little bit. This goes for like maybe a kilometre or 2. There's the trailer. Those seats looking at the dead trees will be up here. Up that little hill. God, you can see just how many rocks are getting kicked up by the tyre. There's equal or more coming out the other way, shredding my legs. All right, let's get up this. Bit of a steep bit. Yeah, so this little bridge here is as far as I got when I was checking out this place before it was open. There was a time where they didn't have the gates up and you could just come and have a look. But back then they didn't have the fine gravel on it. They just had like pretty coarse rocks. So they had we came here, they had the stumps in place for that, like the foundations of the bridge. Ooh, all the cows are in the corner. Yeah, this is just the last bit here. Oh, I think the battery's out. Unless I'm doing 25 Ks. Let's check. No, there's a little bit of life left in it. Alright, there's those little seats. They've put those seats on the wrong side. It's way nicer on the other side. Instead of looking at all that crap over there. It's literally just a bunch of dead trees. Whereas the other side, you've got the sunset, you can see the mountains, got these nice fields, you can see the town in the distance. Yeah, I think that's that last little hill. That's the last one up there. So we'll get to that, and then I reckon the battery will be completely gone. I can feel it, it's not assisting anywhere near as much anymore. I chose the right bike for this. So if I had my other one, the rocks would be, like the little stones getting kicked up would be crazy. And it's quite far. I believe it's like a 30k round trip. You know, it doesn't sound like much. 30k's on asphalt's easy. On this sort of stuff, like you feel it. There's so much more resistance as you pedal. And then I'd be coming back tired in the middle of the night. Miss the sunset. This is much better. Really nice sunset. Oh, is that another person? Is that a car? I think it's people. I think it's another cyclist. Have I caught someone? There's no way. I don't recall seeing anyone coming the other direction. So, unless they came halfway and then turned around, there's no way I can catch somebody. Probably just a car crossing a road or something. But I did see some lights up ahead. Might have to stop here for a good reason. Oh, that is a nice view. I don't know if you can see it, but directly above those trees there's two planets in the sky. Someone's got their music going. Alright, let's go before my glasses fog up too much. And we are up. The battery's still going. Barely. That last bar is, it holds on. Oh, this is the start. Hey, we made it. Wow, I'm amazed the battery actually held out the whole way. Let's put it on full so we can drain it entirely. Is that maxed out? Yeah, that's full assist. Yeah, well, she can't go up no more. Yeah, that's all I saw before, was just a car coming down. I thought it was like two cyclists. Alright, we'll just wait for them. Come on, don't stop for me. I hate when people do that. Like, you've got right of way, just go, man. Don't mix up the rules. I know you're just being polite, but you're breaking the system. Oh, full assist, man, you notice it right away. Huge difference. All right, we'll go back the same way that we came up. Nobody here? No, we're good. Alright, this stuff is way easier to cycle on. Should be able to get back just in time. This is probably going to be a fairly short stream. I don't think it'll even hit like an hour and a half. What are we at now? Nearly an hour and a half. Yeah, so about 45 minutes to get there. Okay, that's basically the same as getting to Kilcunda. It'd be good to do the whole lot. Like Wonthaggi to Kilcunda, back to Wonthaggi, Inverloch, and then back to Wonthaggi. But ideally, you'd like, I don't know, get someone to drive you down there and then you just ride the whole way and then get someone to pick you up at the other end. Or just have like a longer distance electric bike. Something that can do like 100 Ks in a day. 100 Ks in a day is a good amount. That's like enough for like about 3 hours cycling. 30 Ks is it's more just like around town. It's not made for that sort of stuff. Oh, we've got someone coming, but we can't see them. Oh, he's got a dog. G'day.
How you going?
Yeah, good. All right, we're not turning down this park. Not today. Can't see anything down there anyway, it's so dark. We'll take the shortcut through the suburbs and get out of here before it gets too dark. Slow it down a bit, you get cars that back out here. Oh, the dog is not happy. Ours do the same, they just bark at neighbours' cars whenever they go past. It's like their favourite thing in the world to do. That was weird. She got to like the T intersection and then just stopped. I think she thought I was going to go past. But instead, I wanted to turn down here. Yeah, it got dark quick. We're approaching the darkest month of the year though. That's, I don't know, sometime in June, sometime in July. So after that, it's only going to get brighter. But because it's, the darkest month of the year, it takes a long time before you even notice that the days are getting longer. They kind of just hang around there. It's like a sine wave, if you've ever seen one. It's like the top of that, takes a while. Nice thing about winter is there's just less bugs. In summer, you kind of got to have your head down, otherwise they just end up in your mouth and your eyes. That was the main reason I put these goggles on, just to keep the bugs out of my eyes. I got sick of them always going in there. The battery's holding on. We can cross over a little bit further up. kind of a steep turn now. You lose all your speed. Those brakes don't sound healthy. But they work, that's all that matters. I remember once I was riding with my other bike and there's like a wetlands near the freeway where I used to live. Like reclaimed wetlands or something like that. Anyway, I was riding through and I'm getting like rooster tails of water going up the back. And when I was done, I was just drenched. This was like early in the morning too. Like I'd been up all night and I figured, hey, sunrise is coming, let's go for a ride. And I did that and I just got, covered in water and mud. I saw it, I'm like, oh, I could turn back, but I don't want to. So I just committed to it, got drenched. You know, it's only water. Not the end of the world. I think we'll ride up the, you know what, let's go back exactly the same way. I was going to go up to Bunnings, but I think we'll go the same way that we came up. Maybe getting the right gear too. Yeah, that brake is grinding on something. I've adjusted the brakes so they've got a bit of slack and a bit of distance. So it should be okay. Alright, what's going on here? They're going through. Alright, we're nearly back. Oh man, I can smell the KFC. That greasy chicken smell. Everyone knows what it smells like. I think that Mazda was there when I left. Alright, let's just go there. Oh, Aldi is busy. I missed my turn off. Might have to... we'll just go around and stuff it. I was not paying attention. Just cross here. Nice. Dodged all the traffic. I'm amazed this battery's still going. This last bit's got a lot of capacity in it compared to the others.
Yeah.
Is that dog gonna yell at us? It's one of these, I think it's this one. You must be locked up today. We'll take it slow. And we'll go up that little dog path on the way back. Exactly how we started. Cross over. I'll probably even crossed over here, to be honest. It's not a very maneuverable bike. You can feel the difference between this and my other one. The other one I can duck and weave and go all over the place. Don't really throw the bike around underneath me, but this one's got the battery pack up the top. Adds a lot of weight to the top, and I'd imagine the geometry does not make it all that good for what I'm doing either. That's something I don't understand a lot of, is how the different geometry of a bike affects how it handles. But I'd imagine you want as much weight down low as possible, and probably like the wheel further out to the front would make it more, I don't know, more controllable, like more caster. There's a couple more stars out there now in the sky. And it's amazing. Whole stream, no chat. I've probably done something wrong. Oh, I'll find out later on. It was a good ride either way. Yeah, more gravel. I wonder if the battery's enough to get me home. Oh well, if not, just ride. It's actually quite an easy bike to ride without the assistance too.
Ozzy Danny said, "What's this new stream tech?"
Hey Danny, I'm actually just about to finish up. New stream tech. I went to a new location. I went to Inverloch today. There's a bike path that just opened up that connects the two towns. So I went all the way there and all the way back. Some really nice views.
Said, ad.
Oh wow.
Ozzy Danny said, about ad.
Yeah, I'll just wait for the ad to be over. Getting hungry now. All right, we're gonna go to the little bench. Actually, you know what? We can just go up here. Makes sense. So I don't have to double back. Wow, it's so dark. I can barely see anything up ahead. I can see like someone's. G'day. All right, we'll just pull up here. Yeah, this car park's a good spot. Maybe get myself in the right gear. There we go.
Ozzy Danny said, okay, I'm back.
Yeah, that was horrible timing. I'm just about to finish up. I rode all the way to Inverloch and back because they got the new bike path open. And yeah, my battery is like, this is the capacity, it's dead. It's still going though, a little bit.
I'm guessing you were ending with what you were saying.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Because I just got back to where I started.
Said, I was lurking for a while too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess a lot of people will do that. But yeah, some really nice views out there. It was, next time if I go, I'll go a little earlier.
But what was the new tech?
New tech, I don't think I've got new tech in my title, but I did make I put a bell on the bike. So we didn't have that before. Oh, I should put my light on too. There we go. And yeah, that's about it. I haven't really changed a whole lot. The bell's useful, because I don't have to yell out at people to let them know I'm coming anymore. But yeah, I'm just about to raid out. We'll see who's on. Or I might just end it if there's like not many people on. Oh, Jonan's on. We'll hit up Jonan. Haven't raided her for a bit. Yeah, I'm probably going to get a new chat phone soon.
Ozzy Danny said, I see two choices.
I've already made my decision. I have to bring up Twitch so I can actually do this though. Yeah, I'm going to get a new phone, new chat phone. This is a really old one, it's small. The screen's tiny, it's kind of hard to read. Oh, what the hell is this? No, I don't want that.
Ozzy Danny said,
Yeah, it'll be nice when I get a better phone, because then I don't have to have it plugged in.
Danny said,
Yeah, I won't have to have it plugged into the backpack, and then I can take the backpack on and off, and it'll just be easier to do stuff.
Ozzy Danny said, so the new phone is what you were talking about in my stream.
Maybe. I can't remember. I think, yeah, it would have been the phone. Yeah, I've just been researching like what to get. You get like a pretty good phone for about $200. So I'll pick up one of those and it'll replace this, and then it'll be waterproof too. Then I won't have any problems riding in the rain, or if it drizzles a bit. Like, yeah, I'll get wet, but it's not the end of the world. Anyway, we're gonna raid out. I'll be home soon. I'm gonna grab dinner and then I'll just jump on stream and get some work done. Thanks for lurking. I'll catch you guys on the other side.